All right. I didn't think we'd be talking about this today, but it has become a thing. The day after the snowstorm as the cleanup begins. And that's a decision by school boards. We're going to talk specifically in this case about the EMSB, although others have done the same, to basically go ahead and reopen schools. So Mike Cohen is the spokesperson for the English Montreal School Board. He's on the line. Mike, how are you?
Good afternoon, Aaron.
Bet you didn't expect this kind of reaction from parents. I mean, I saw what you put up on Facebook, letting parents know, and which obviously I think was a good idea. I'm going to read just a little part of it, which says, as we welcome your children to school tomorrow, here's some important information. School transport. On some streets, it might be difficult or even impossible for buses to pass. Make sure your child waits for the bus in a safe place. We strongly recommend all parents accompany their child to their bus stops, since some sidewalks have not been cleaned, and students might be expected to board the bus from the street. And there are a variety of other tips, helpful ideas as well for parents. But the reaction, at least on the Facebook page from what I've seen, we had Matt Gilmore talking to people he had spoken to today as well, is the school board being taken to task to some degree for deciding to reopen? So I guess my first question, Mike, is when was this decision made to reopen today?
The Director Generals of the two English public boards, spokesperson and EMSB, and the three service centers, they met late in the afternoon, and they decided as a unit that they would reopen. No matter what, Aaron, if we would have kept it closed, we probably would have had the same uproar, parents saying, I have to go to work, you're responsible for doing this, and what are we going to do? I mean, this situation with the roads, as bad as they are, it's not going to be fixed in a day. It could be a week. Are we going to cancel school for the next week?
Yeah, I know, and I understand the point, but my question was, yes, it's going to maybe take a week to get this clean. That's what the city has said, but it would seem to me that every day things get a little bit better, and with respect to people going to work, you can't even walk on a sidewalk in a lot of neighborhoods still now, right, at this point today. So imagine trying to get your kid to work or to get your kid to school, much less trying to get to work. And I understand, Mike, about the, you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. But I think there's more negative reaction than positive. Would you agree, or is that unfair?
Well, I can tell you as a spokesman for the board, I haven't gotten too much negativity. On my Instagram, which I've been using for a lot of things lately, including sending messages to parents at Mike Cohen CSL, I did a video yesterday visually standing next to a snowbank to tell parents, keep your kids out of snowbanks. And the comments I got on my own Instagram were pretty good. I mean, okay. I think most people I've spoken to, I've been around some of the schools today. I think most people are pleased. We did take the unprecedented step of sending out that notice. We sent it out to every single parent. We have a mass notification system, and we took the time to give these tips, because a lot of parents might not think, maybe if my kid walks to school, I should walk with them. If they're waiting for a bus, maybe we should be waiting with them. No, don't let them stand outside, because they might be in a bad position.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry if the bus is late. It may be late. It may be late arriving. It might be late dropping you off. So we've given them more information than we've ever done before.
I will say this. This one post that I thought summed up a few that I'd read, which says, now to the EMSB, please reconsider. On your post, you are literally saying it's not safe out there. You're saying buses won't even be able to pass down the street. How does this make sense? It's also not worth putting employees and children's lives at risk.
Well, as I said, I think that, obviously this was a nasty snowstorm. It's one of the worst we've had in a long time, but we've had heavy snow in the past, and the parents need to be as prudent as possible. We've sent out tips before in different ways. This one, we decided to take a much more bold approach, if you will. And you're right. I mean, we're concerned, but we have schools to run. And again, I am convinced that if we would have closed schools, we've done that in the past. We have closed schools due to freezing rain and so on and so forth. And we've got a torrential amount of complaints. So you're just not going to please everybody.
Are you, by the way, can I ask going forward, are you doing this? Is this going to be a day-to-day decision, or is this now done for the week? You're just going to be open like you would be regularly?
Oh, no, I believe we're done for the week.
Okay.
I mean, unless Mother Nature gives us another big snowstorm in the next couple of days that Lauren Fernandez is not predicting.
Yeah, it's not in the forecast for the week. Mike, I thank you. I appreciate the time as always.
My pleasure.